I am on. Welcome back, Silver and Blue Nation. This is Jeff Freeman. Welcome to Mic'd Up with Jeff, where we talk about Cowboys football. And this evening, the Dallas Cowboys have inked their new defensive coordinator. His name is Christian Parker. He's from the Philadelphia Eagles, and they've done their due diligence this offseason trying to get the right guy in to replace Matt Eberflus. And I'm gonna tell you, man, I'm an old school Dallas Cowboy fan. I've never been a fan of getting any coaches or any players from other teams. I just think, they when they bring these guys in, they're gonna sabotage uh the team or something, man. But times are changing. And this move tells you that the Joneses are changing and their way of thinking and handling business. You already seen it during the season. They did something out of the ordinary by bringing in multiple free agents during the season to help this team get back on track. And they had some good acquisitions then during the season. So this is something that is untraditional. This is something that's different with how the Joneses do business. And looking at the background of this guy, Christian Parker, he got it out the mud. He's a HBCU graduate. He went to Virginia State. He played wide receiver and cornerback there. And then he also started his coaching career at Virginia State. Left Virginia State, went to Norfolk State, coached there a year or two. And then he went Power Five. After that, he coached Power Five at Notre Dame and Texas A&M, which are some very, very reputable programs, and left there and went to the NFL. Started off with Green Bay, and then went to the Denver Broncos, where he hooked up with Fangio. He's a part of Vic Fangio's tree, and Vic Fangio, a defensive-minded coach, he and Christian Parker put together some serious defenses over there at Philly. They got one of the top 10 this past year and the year before. Love them or hate them, they've been pretty much rough in the NFC East, and so that's what he's bringing. He's bringing some youth because he's 34 years old. That's one thing I like about him. Silver and Blue Nation, you're not bringing in these retreaded old defensive coordinators, man. You need to get some youth in here, and that's what I love what the Cowboys are doing right now. Bring some youthful guys in here that can bring new ideas and do things, out of the ordinary or out of tradition, man. So I'm excited about this hire. I looked at it a little sideways at first, but now it's starting to grow on me. I'm like, oh man, okay, give it a chance because really he done an outstanding job over there in that secondary. And then if you look at his track record, he developed Patrick Surtain, Quinyon Mitchell, and Cooper DeJean. These guys all pro. He made all these guys all pro. And so from what I hear, he's a players coach. He has good rapport with his players. He can relate to his players. And that's what you need. You need that new energy here in Dallas to revamp this defense. Now, I'm curious to see what this upcoming draft, we under 100 days to the NFL draft. I'm curious to see how he's going to handle that 12 and 20th pick. And man, it's just something to look forward to with Christian Parker, man. And it was rumors floating out there that they were going to sign him, and then they never brought in Brian Flores, so he wasn't even really in the picture. They locked in and they inked Christian Parker as the defensive coordinator. I'm curious to see who he's going to put on his staff. I'm not one of those Cowboy fans that, hey, we're going to the Super Bowl, but it's trending in the right direction as far as how the Dallas Cowboys are doing business and putting this team back where it needs to be at the top. So I would love to hear your thoughts on this hiring of Christian Parker. Do you think it's a good hire? Do you think it's not a good hire? Let me know in the comments on what you think, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Well, it was real short today, and next time we'll talk about some of the upcoming draft prospects. You got the Senior Bowl that's coming up. Hopefully they don't cancel it because of the snow this weekend, but you need to tune in, Silver and Blue Nation, to the Senior Bowl, because all the top prospects are going to be there, and we're going to come back and talk about some of these young, up and coming prospect and potential players for next year. All right. Till the next time, I am out.